Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, Eldar versus Primaris Space Marines. Right, welcome to this 2,000 points game, Eldar versus Primaris Space Marines. So we played a 1,500 point game with the Eldar just to get used to the new codex. So we're going to up it to the regular 2,000 points that we play on the channel. And really it's the list that was run before. And with a bit of battlefield experience now, and then for 500 points, just short of that, it brings a well-equipped Wraith Knight into the list, a chance to give this Lord of War a run here in this game as they take on the Primaris Space Marines. Tom's brought a large model as well. It's excited to see what he has to counteract the Wraith Knight on the board. So before I run through the list here for the Eldar, I'll just call out the patrons at gold level, so they get the name shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also a patronic dice to use at some point during the battle as well. So that's Andrew Swan, Chris Heim, Bruce Zhao, Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, Travis and Jen, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Martin aka Vagabond, Maxfield Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Penanuri, Scott Costello, the artists Fallen on his Veej, Tom Weeks, Tyler Schwab, Tyler Summers and Frank Shepherd. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. Also the silver level supporters, I'll call those out at the end of the game, and also the bronze level Patreons. You can see their names in the end credits of the video, and all the names of the Patreon supporters at different levels are in the end credits of the video, and all the proceeds are split 50-50. Half goes into the camera and gear fund as we hope to upgrade the gear that we use for filming, and then the other half goes to SSWG, my local War Games club. And it was at SSWG where I got into 40k, so it's a chance to an opportunity to help them out in some way. So we also have Phoenix Lords, the guardians of the channel. They have grown in number, so they're on YouTube channel membership. They get the names shouted out at the start of our games, and also they are allocated to units as well in each of our battles. So Phoenix Lords currently is Chris Comiskey, Martin aka Vagabond, Michael Fryer, Longbow BB, Lucas Brown, Ben Shaw. These are new Phoenix Lords that have joined, and then just signing up as well is Chef also. So those are the Phoenix Lords at this stage. So for this Eldar list is experimental. Here, there's units I'm planning to have in my final list, units I'm not planning to have, so just an experimental force at this stage. There are elements I'm thinking about bringing in, including in my final army. The list that I have proposed at 2,000 points is over on YouTube channel membership. You can check out the army development video or run for a list on there, and you can leave your own comments and feedback and help shape and form that list as it no doubt develops over time. But the idea of the Eldar, I've got a larger collection of Eldar. It's one of my first armies, and I just want to immerse myself in the new codex, enjoy painting just one unit at a time, and just expand, modernize, and upgrade my Eldar collection and sort of enjoy the process as we go along. So just experimental battles at this stage, but so far it's been an enjoyable experience. The Eldar Codex does look to be a lot of fun, and plenty of combinations available. We run these as BL10, quite straightforward. For battle focus moves, ignoring rolls of 1 and 2, so it's a 3 or more inches they can move on a battle focus move, and then also they get a reroll of a hit roll each time unit fights or shoots, so some rerolls available as well. So it's a battalion detachment, extra command point being spent here for an extra relic for one of the Exarchs. The 2 HQ choices, Jane Czar first of all, one of the Phoenix Lords, and then an Altart being taken with a Dragon Fusion Gun, Banshee Mask, and the close combat weapon I'm going to run as the standard glaive that comes with that unit. Then on to troops, unit of 20 Guardians, no further upgrades for them. Then taking 2 units of 5 Rangers with their sniper rifles. Then on to elites, going to run some of the Aspect Warrior units. Unit of Dire Avengers, first of all, 10 of them, with their Avenger Shuriken Catapults. The Exarch taking an extra Avenger Shuriken Catapult, and the Exarch ability is Shredding Fire, so 5 pluses will pop Shuriken on those when they shoot. Howling Banshees, squad of 10 of those. The Crone Scream being taken. First, it's an opportunity to cause mortal wounds, and then Piercing Strikes, which is +1 damage to her mirror swords. And then a unit of 10 Striking Scorpions, taking the Claw on the Exarch and Crushing Blows, Exarch Power. For them, it's 10 of them with their pistols, Mandiblasters, and Scorpion Chainswords. So then taking Shroud Runners, the new 2-man sniper bikes that Games Workshop have produced. So squad of 3 of those with scatter lasers and then the sniper rifles. Then taking a Wave Serpent, Twin Bright Lance, no further upgrades on that one. And then a Falcon being taken as well, paying the points for a Bright Lance on there next to the Pulse Laser as well, no further upgrades. That's the list for the Eldar, just short of 2,000 points. The Wraith Knight just being added, it's a 1,500 point list. Wraith Knight comes in at 490 points with the firepower. So on the Wraith Knight there, taking the 2 Wraith cannons, and then on top also taking 2 of the Star Cannons as well, so 490 points in total. So that's the list for the Eldar. We'll take a look now and see what Tom Covia has in his Primaris Space Marine list. All right, so 2,000 points of Primaris Space Marines, Tom's Red Scorpion collection. Playing them as White Scars.
Playing them as White Scars,
yeah.
Cough Cough, Alpha Legion.
Yeah, Tom's using Alpha Legion dice here.
I've been sent Alpha Legion dice because I can't roll dice normally, so I've been told that the Alpha Legion dice will not betray me. So
Chaos dice won't. Okay.
It kind of hurts me a little bit that I have to do it.
Yes, may the Emperor. May the Emperor forgive you.
Particularly when Red Scorpions are like supposed to be the purest of pure, and I'm using Alpha Legion dice.
I think it's a mark of your desperation of dice rolling. Astraeus being used here. Great to see this thing being used in the game, but we'll let Tom run through his list. 2,000 points here.
Okay, so 2,000 points of Red Scorpions, and as we said, they're taking them as White Scars. I've got a battalion detachment. The battalion detachment consists of Carib Cullen the Risen at the front. So haven't used him in a while, so I wanted to get him out as well. Not quite as good as he used to be, but his points are a lot better. And then I've got a Primaris Chaplain on bike, and I've paid to make the Primaris Chaplain a Wise Orator. So it goes off on a 2+. And I've given him also the Benediction of Fury Relic. So it's a damage 3 Crozius. And then obviously when White Scars go into their combat doctrine, then it can go up to damage 4, which is quite tasty. And then I've also made him the Chapter Command Master of Sanctity. And he has the Mantra of Strength, the Canticle of Hate, and then the standard Litany of Hate as well. I have a Primaris Tech Marine, just basically to sit at the back of the Astraeus. And I've made him Master of the Forge, so he heals for flat 3. I've got 3 troops choices, just a standard intercessor squad of 5, and then 2 assault intercessor squads of 5. And then for the elites, I've got 5 blade guard vets in the middle here, and they're accompanied by the Judicia, who has paid a CP for the relic armor Indomitus. And then last but not least in the battalion, I've got 2 squads of 3 outriders. And then last but not least, the Astraeus. So having to pay 3 CP for the Astraeus, and I will be deciding whether I put him into encirclement stratagem from White Scars to try and avoid him being shot off the board turn 1 by some very nasty Eldar firepower. So that's it, 2,000 points of Red Scorpions.
So 2,000 points here. We've used the Astraeus a few times, but it's been a good while since we've seen it on the board.
And the last time it was used was in the series against the Wraith Knight.
Yes, we did a series for YouTube channel membership or the website previously, featuring a number of clashes between the Eldar and the Red Scorpions, and featuring this model here. But now they clash with new codex for the Eldar, chance to try the Wraith Knight out, and we've brought something big and nasty on the board for the Space Marines as well. Who will prevail? We shall have to see. Whoever gets the first salvo in, that may well be the deciding factor. But that's the 2 armies that will face each other in this game. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this battle. Okay, so we have a scenario. It's called Death and Zeal. So deployment zone looking like so. So playing from one corner into the next. Eldar will be here in this table quarter, and then across the other side will be the Red Scorpions. So there's 5 objectives on the board. There's one dead centre, which I've used one of my markers just there. It's right in the centre of this terrain feature. And then there's 4 others. There's 1 home objective each, one just tucked under here. You can see the edge of the objective just there. One across the other side in the corner of the ruined walls. And there's 2 in no man's land, or there's 3 in no man's land, 1 dead centre. Then 1 here on the right hand side of the Eldar deployment zone. And then 1 on their left hand side through there. So for the objective markers, I'll put a link for them in the video description below. They were a Kickstarter campaign that has gone on to be a success, and now they're going for pre-orders here. This is an updated version of the design. They also are available in an Age of Sigmar design as well, but you can use these as objective markers. Dead center is marked here in red, then the size of the objective is marked just there, and then after that precisely 3 inches coming out. After that also, so that gives you the radius there of the objective. So it saves you having to measure. You know exactly where models are not, or are not in range to hold that objective. They're very, very thin, nice and clear, so you can see through them. So you can see through to the battle mat underneath, and we just simply slide them under the terrain. So they go on the board quite nicely just under here, just slid it underneath. No problem at all. So they come with an anti-fingerprint, anti-scratch surface. They also come with a little tack that you can put onto the middle. So on the reverse side of this, the tack's been put on, and that then sticks to the battle mat, and that means that during the game that's not going to move as well. So they're popular enough on the tournament scene, but they're a handy pack, come in sets of 6, and you can use those for your own games of 40k and also Age of Sigmar as well. But I'll put a link for them in the video description below. So they ship worldwide, by the way, for those objective markers. For this mission, it's objective purged special rule. So if a unit that has the objective secured ability, so one of the troops choices, for example, secures an objective, they can then move off that objective, and as long as the enemy doesn't come near that objective, they'll still count as holding that objective. For primary objectives, it's taken hold, so the control of 1 or more objective marker at the start of the command phase is worth 4 points. If you control 2 or more, it's worth another 4 points, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. Then direct assault is the progressive objective here for primary objectives. So at the end of each player's turn, including turn 1, the player whose turn it is scores 2 victory points if they satisfy one of the following conditions. If both conditions are satisfied, then it's worth 3 victory points. So the first condition is they control every objective marker on the battlefield, or they control at least one objective marker they didn't control at the start of their turn. So quite straightforward and quite easy to accomplish that one as the armies push out. And the other option is to go for the destruction of one enemy unit that was in range of an objective marker at the start of their turn. So to blow an enemy unit off of an objective is another one of the conditions as well. So 2 points for fulfilling one of those, or 3 points if both are fulfilled on the same turn. So that's the mission. Each of us will now choose 3 secondaries each. Okay, so secondaries have been chosen. Tom's gone for Oath of Moment, sort of standard choice for Space Marines.
Not so standard for White Scars though.
Oh,
because
I
I
guess.
falling back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, one of their tactics, yes. Okay. Engage in all fronts has been taken, so getting units into table quarters. And then erase the banners as well. So there is that home objective, but Tom ideally will need to raise banners on these no man's land objectives as well. Then for the Eldar, we've gone for Assassinate. Then we've gone for Retrieve Nachman Data. I think I have some infantry units that can do that quite comfortably. And then we have gone for Wrath of Cain. The consensus was from the previous game is that you can get up to 4 points in the turn. So it's Aspect Warrior units for achieving this one here. Score 1 victory point at the end of the battle round if one or more enemy units was destroyed by a melee attack made by an Aspect Warrior unit from your army. Score 1 victory point if an Aspect Warrior unit destroyed them with shooting. And you get a bonus 2 points if you destroy on the same turn an enemy unit with shooting and close combat using an Aspect Warrior unit. Or a different one, I think it is. Each one has to do one separate from the other. One more enemy unit is destroyed by ranged attack made by a different Aspect Warrior unit, yeah. So one unit destroys with shooting, one unit destroys in close combat. So that's the way that works. But there is the potential of getting 4 points in total per turn with that. So secondaries have been chosen. We'll allocate Phoenix Lords here. So Tom's taken most of them. A lot of the Phoenix Lords are actually Space Marine players.
And it's because I'm the guy that actually needs their help.
And Tom needs the help as well. So I've got Chris Comiskey here. I've put him on to Jane Czar here. So that's the unit allocated to him. And then debut here for Ben Shaw. He's on the Wraith Knight here. So big responsibility in this game. And then Phoenix Lords. So Martin, aka Vagabond here, on the Astraeus. So huge responsibility for him.
He has told me in the Phoenix Lords private chat that he has faith that the Astraeus will perform well today. So because of that, I've made him the pilot.
Faith has been rewarded. That's very, very imperial. Lucas Brown here, debuting. It's going to be the Tech Marine, vital task for him. Longbow BB, he's been Carib Khan before, so we put him in charge. Michael Fryard will be the chaplain on the bike, and then debut here for Chef. Going to put him on here, the Justicar. So with
because he looks like a chef. Look,
the big
just
chopper
ready to cut some tuna fish or something.
Yes. No, there's no Tau today. It's Eldar is after, but Chef in charge of him. So that's Phoenix Swords allocated. We'll start alternating, placing units on the board next. Right, it's just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat is from GameMat.eu. 6x4 in size, this one here. So we mark the boundary there for this game with the pipes. But a wide variety of sizes available from them. They also do double-sided battle mats now as well for extra value. And then we're using the Gothic walls and the Gothic temple terrain here, which I've sprayed and adjusted to match in with this mat. So you can check out GameMat.eu for your suppliers of battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. The link's in the video description below. Okay, so deployment's done for the Eldar. Tom's just finishing off his deployment at the moment with the last few units. Eldar, a number of units in reserve, so Tom with units to spare here as he deploys. So for the Eldar, I've put a bit of shenanigans going on here and deploying a few deploys and counter deploys taking place, but scouts have deployed across there as over on that flank. The other unit of rangers down here on the objective. The bikers I've kept way at the back. They can move nice and quick, so I've kept them back here just out of trouble. Inside the Wave Serpent, it's deployed right up to the edge. So both of us gambling on turn one, getting turn one here. So risks being taken by both sides for sure. Inside the Wave Serpent is Jane Czar, the Howling Banshees, and also the Autarch's gone with them as well. Based on advice from last time, I do listen to the comments here. I've gone for Cloud Strike ability with the Falcon. It can come down on turn one. And then paying 3 CP, it hurts, but Webway Strike here with these two units. So Dire Avengers and then also the Guardians, 20 model strong unit just there. Tom's just positioning the Astraeus at the back. Behind the Wave Serpent is Ben Shaw here taking command of the Wraith Knight, deploying right up to the edge of the deployment zone on this flank, and then taking a risk with the striking Scorpions. They got caught out last time, but I'm aware of Phantasm, which can be used to redeploy if we don't go first. We've put those just there. I lined them up there to take on Tom's infantry. He then deployed Carib Khan the Risen right in front of them in defiance of the hissing, striking Scorpions. So we may well need
the real Scorpions, not you.
Oh! Well, we'll see. Hurling insults at the Eldar here. So we'll go around the other side and you can see the deployment for the Space Marine. So around here, Space Marines feeling encouraged, I think, with this huge thing at the back, but it's deployed just there, but tucked right in the corner here is Lucas Brown in charge of the Tech Marine. Important job for him. 2 units of Assault Intercessors on this left-hand flank. They've been joined by Carib Khan the Risen as well to face down against the striking Scorpions. And then across here, right in the centre, is the Blade Guard Veteran and the Judicia with them, chef in command of those. Then I was going to say, we'll see if he's a master chef in this game. It depends on what he gets to chop up in this battle. And then here, Michael Friars, the chaplain on the bike, taking or in command here of the chaplain, and then both squads of bikers on this right-hand side. Regular unit of intercessors supporting them as well. No reserves at all, nothing. No. Everything that Space Marines have is on the board. So for terrain, we're going to play this as obscuring terrain. It's not going to help the Titanic units. They're not going to get any advantages for obscuring. It's aircraft and units of 18 wounds or over 18 wounds. So both of us over 18 wounds. So there is nothing that's going to protect these here on the board. But for the other units, obscuring terrain, we'll play the hard edge. So where the hard edge of the terrain ends, that's where the obscuring begins. And then infantry can move through. We'll count it as difficult terrain. For the walls, it's -1 to the hit roll, shooting through. So Blade Guard Veterans protected by the walls at the moment, -1 to hit against them. And then for the ruin in the middle of the board, we'll play that as Munitorium armoured containers. So exposed position on top, but infantry can shelter behind to gain +1 to their armour saves. So deployment is done. Here we go. Turn 1 is big in this battle. Other games not so much, but this one is huge. There's a number of shooting and combat combinations.
It's not like it's huge because there's no terrain, because there's a lot of terrain.
Yeah.
But it's just it's huge because of the 2 Titanic things.
Yes. And some hyper-aggressive deployment taking place as well.
Particularly if you get first turn, I'm very worried about my stress. Very, 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 very worried.
Okay.
But I have faith in Martin.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Let's see if I have faith in Alfarion as well.
It is desperation, Tom, to turn to Alpha Legion for help. We'll see if they do assist or hinder in this battle. I shall stick to the Xenos dice and roll a 2. Take it, Tom. Take turn 1.
Alpha to Omega. Alpha to Omega. Yes, come on.
Oh, he's gone first. Okay. Right, there may be a bit of phantasm shenanigans to take place here. Right, so a bit of relocation possibly, but it will be the Space Marines that go first. Okay, so on the first turn of the game, Tom's about to make his moves. So I have used Phantasm here to relocate some units. I think I have to here with the Space Marines going first. So I've pulled the... It's difficult because the game is about the objectives, so I can't go too far away from them, but I've pulled the scouts that were over there, and they've shifted all the way across and gone over into this corner. The striking scorpions that were there, I've pulled them back behind the obscuring terrain, but at the same time trying to stay semi-close to the objective. The Wave Serpent I've relocated, I've taken it from here, and I've put it over onto this flank. Remember, inside there is the Howling Banshees, Janzar, and the Autarch. Not allowed to move him, he hasn't moved, so remains where he is. Can he endure the firepower that no doubt will come his way? We shall have to see. Tom does have some long-range, nasty firepower available. The question is it enough to bring down the Wraith Knight in one turn? Strands of Fate have been rolled up here. Didn't roll too well, not too bad. The 4 that I've kept is... I rolled a triple 1, so I've kept 2 of these. These are advanced rolls. One of them was a Psychic Power, which I don't have any Psychers in this current list, so drop that one. And then... a saving throw and a wound roll there on standby, which I'll be glad to have that saving throw available, but only one of them available. Tom's on Litanies here.
Litany of Hate goes off, luckily on a 2.
On a 2, yes.
Of visibility, and then Mantra of Strength as well goes off.
Goes off, okay.
So that's the Litany's done. Other command abilities, the Tech Marine is going to give the stress +1 to hit.
Right. Crumbs.
So
I've
basically, it's just Lucas going, Lucas is going, Martin, be more accurate.
Yes, Phoenix Lord's encouraged. So, right, so it's one Phoenix Lord equipping the other,
Yeah.
buffing and bonusing the other one then, okay, so...
And that is everything for command phase.
Yeah, we're talking about Tom's list. It's actually quite potent. They've got firepower at the back in the form of the Astraeus, Carib Colin as well of his firepower, and the faster element there with the bikers, able to move out very, very quickly. So what does the opponent do? Do you spend a lot of energy trying to take out the heavy gear at the back, or maybe forced to deal with the faster elements that come straight for you? So it's a good combination for a list here, and a chance now to see how well it performs. I would favour the Space Marines in this instant here. They've got speed, stamina and aggression. Right, movement complete here for the Space Marines. Going aggressive with all the units, really. They're all pushing forwards here. So bikers shifting around on this flank. So you're saying these are moved around and they have a 3d6 charge available.
Yeah, they auto-advance 6 and they've got 14.
And +2.
+2, yeah.
Nice.
So the first unit that charges for White Scars, I can spend a CP to roll 3d6.
Gotcha, okay. So... very, very swift on that flank. Perfect for grabbing that objective and going aggressive against the Eldar. Blade Guard veterans have pushed forwards. Judicia has gone with them to stand defiantly in the middle. Then regular intercessors moving through the ruins as well.
I can move off that objective because I held it at the end of my command phase.
With a troop's choice, fine.
I'm still on it with 1, but I can move off if I need to.
Then pushing forwards here with these. And then over on this flank, Carib Khan, regular move from him, and then advanced moves made by the Assault Intercessor CS. This is... it's a hyper-aggressive Space Marine army here, assaulting on foot or via bike, but moving very swiftly across the board here. White Scars as the good option to take for swift movement across the ground. And then obviously the big heavy support here anchoring at the back. Looking...
just whether I can take the counter-attack.
Yeah...
Because Space Marines are not as... durable as it used to be, so it'd be interesting to see.
It is, yeah. No, it's it could be quite cutthroat this game here. Sort of decision marks being made on both sides. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, here we go. As Tom's going to fire Carib Colin first, and he's going to put everything he has into the Wraith Knight.
This is, but the thing is that the Wraith Knight's the only thing I can see.
Well, true.
Yeah.
Yes, I've managed to hide everything else.
So 2s.
This is the assault cannon. And they're going to be looking at 5s to wound. 2 come through. -2.
He's done
for
doing very well so far.
Devastator Doctrine.
Yes, -2.
Yeah, -2. So I'm going to take 5 up saves on these. It's just 1 damage, so here we go. 6 and 1. That'll do. So we shall take a wound, dropping down to 21 wounds left. I think the Wraith Knight's going to go, but we'll see what happens. This is the Hunter Killers.
Heavy bolter.
Oh, heavy bolter, right, okay. All hit. 5s to wound.
2.
2 wounds come through. -2 again. Damage 2
There'll only be 1 no.
to damage 1. Yeah, so we'll just...
The -1 damage is huge.
It's a big help. Without both of those, I'll leave it at that because there's nastier stuff coming. We're going to drop to 19 wounds. Okay.
On the killers?
Here we go.
All hit.
2 6s and a 4.
4 zone. Okay, all wounded.
All wounded.
Jason, I take it back. I'll have that.
Right.
-3.
So we'll call it at this stage here. Tom's growing fond of the Alpha Legion dice. If any Space Marine players want to leave,
Hail Hydra.
want to leave appropriate comments. This is how it starts, Tom. Turning to chaos for help.
Don't, because you will actually make me feel guilty. And I'm just trying to. I'm trying to be nice to the lovely Patreon that sent their thing over. Come on.
But Tom's
Let me be nice.
the dice are going well here.
Anyway, you're going to roll loads of 5s here anyway. So.
Right, now this is -3,
3 now.
so I get my 5+ invulnerable save.
D6 damage.
D6 damage, yes.
-1.
-1. Alright, so what I'm going to say is I'm going to Strands of Fate one of those straight away. So we'll use that up. That leaves us 2 to roll for. And then we'll turn to Patronic Helpers. Now, there are Aeldari players in there. Tyler Summers, he's a Drakari player. Close enough. 5+, please. Daha, blocked. Good start. Okay, and then we're going to look for someone else who is an Eldar sympathizer. Anyone? Ray Cross was saving for later.
There's a reason no one's an Eldar sympathiser, you know that, right?
Come on. Where is all the Eldar players?
They're at home with the cheese graters.
Come on. Give me some help. Help! Alright, okay. I shall turn to the neutral. Andrew Swan, undeclared. 5+ will be a happy Eldar player. 5! Blocked.
See, this is what I mean.
This is what happens. Okay. But it's good because we want people to see what the Wraith Knight can do, so I'm happy in that regard. So, blocked, 3 hunter killers blocked. Next up is the tank.
The main weapon.
Okay, Astraeus. So, main weapon on top. Las Talons is equipped with Las Rippers.
It's got Las Rippers as well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right, here we go. Heavy 12. So, you're hitting on 2s?
Hitting on 2s.
Yes, the Tech Marine. Very important job. Blessing. That's helped. Yes.
But I am wounding on 4s.
Strength 8, toughness 8.
Yeah.
This is a very important roll, and he's got above average here. Well done.
2, 4, 6,
7.
At -3 now because of the
Yes.
third doctrine.
So again, I'll take the 5+ invulnerable save, and we'll roll 7 dice. Damage of 3.
Yeah,
I'll drop to damage 2. Well, it'd be nice enough if these make it through. We've blocked 4, but 3 have made it through. So we are looking at 6 damage coming through here. So dropping down to 13 wounds left. So the other weaponry that you have...
Basically 6 last cannons.
Is 6 last cannons, yeah.
Let's have a look. So it is...
Now these will be coming through at strength 9 most likely, so there'll be a higher chance of wounding.
2 Las Rippers on each side, 2 shots each. And then a twin Las Cannon on the front for 2 more.
So you may as well just roll them all together.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they're all... Yeah, it's all going to take you 2 and will be d6 damage, so...
Okay.
Double 1.
Tom's thinking about a command reroll. At what point to use it? It's got plenty of CP. It's got 9 CP available. Eldar only have 3.
3s.
3's to wound.
3.
A CP reroll on one of them wounds.
I'm probably going to use it on any damage that I can get through, I think.
Yeah, right. 3 have made it through. We'll probably block one of them.
No, you'll probably block 3 of them. 3 up. I probably shouldn't do it now, but I'll do it now.
Command reroll.
No, a 1. It's always a 1.
Okay.
Alright, 3.
3 make it
4.
through.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Patreons for help here. Here's an undeclared. Maxfield Knuckles. 5+. No, that one's made it through. Okay, we'll do the next one. Peter Almo here, undeclared. So 5+ on this one. No. So there's 2d6 damage coming through so far. And then we'll go here, Tom Weeks.
Surely my namesake wouldn't...
Not blocked that one. So I think I'm going to have to command reroll one of those. I've got 2 CP left. Just spendaholics in this game. We'll reroll the first one. Maxfield Knuckles 5+. It's quite a vital roll, this one, actually. No. 3d6 damage, Tom. Roll away. You could Petronic. Too late.
12 damage.
-1 on each.
So 1, 4...
It's to be 9.
9 damage.
9 damage. So I've got 4 wounds left.
Bolters!
Yeah, I was going to say, it's bolters now. Every weapon in range, fire on the Wraith Knight.
No, because I've advanced, remember?
Right.
Am
I safe?
You're pretty safe, I think. The only thing I might be able to... I think it's only bikes I can shoot if I advance.
Right, so it's what we've seen just here. A lot of firepower coming in. I think the Wraith Knight has improved. So 5+ invulnerable save, invaluable. You know, we'd have been in serious trouble without some kind of invulnerable save.
Yeah.
And then the -1 damage, those two things contributing to keep that thing alive. Previous codex, that would be dead. It would not have survived that firepower coming in. But it's in a sorry state here. Just 4 wounds remaining on the Wraith Knight.
Because I'm desperate to allow me to shoot with this back biker unit.
Yes.
After they advanced.
Fine. Okay, Tom's not going to do the stratagem to let them fire again, or fire at least once after advancing. So there is a...
I forgot about the iron rail heavy stubber.
Yeah, okay, so 3 shots.
So just 3 shots and not 2s. All it. But then I need 6s. And I get 1. So it's -2.
5+.
No.
Blocked that one. Okay.
Right. Okay, so that is my shooting over with.
Yeah, other units have advanced, so...
Just need to decide what to do over here for the charges.
Okay, so biker squads. Tom's paying a CP to let them shoot. They've advanced, but he's going to pay points to let them fire a volley into the Wave Serpent.
Yeah. So hitting on 3s. And then 5s?
Yeah, 5's to wound. This is really good. Tom has one under the tank there as well. Yeah, 5.
5 -1.
-1, so we'll go for 4s. And we take 2 wounds. So drop down to 11 wounds. 13 wounds on a Wave Serpent, so 11 wounds left. Okay, so firepower complete. We'll let Tom think about assaults. The bikers can charge in. Yes, it's the first unit that charges gets a 3d6 choosing the best.
Yep.
So it's going to go for that one. Really, it's the only viable charge that can go ahead. Pick the 5. Probably still make it.
I'm in. But
yes.
It's not what I wanted. So, although I really need to.
You can pile in those. You can wrap round.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll take that. So 5.
Yeah, then a 3-inch pile in. He'll get the models in. No problem. Okay, so the charge goes ahead. Yeah, plus another 2 inches. That's from the chaplain. So in they go. Nice, comfortable 7.
So he is...
A 9. Does he get it himself? Is he blessed?
Yeah, the aura.
A 7-inch charge will get him in then.
He'll go on a 7.
Plus 2. In he goes. Okay, so he's gone in. Tom's repositioned the first unit. Then he's moved in the chaplain. And now the other unit. So
yeah, it's high though. I need high. Oh, that would do. 10.
10.
11, 12. 12-inch charge.
Nice. All 3 units have gone in here against the Wave Serpent. I was hoping and calculating that 1 lead unit would make it in, but Tom's managed to get all 3. This is super hyper Space Marines here. No nonsense against the Eldar new flashy codex. Space Marines just go straight at them. This is looking healthy enough. There's no real other charges. No, too far away. Okay, so big assault on this left-hand side. Crucial unit for the Eldar. With the Wave Serpent, inside there's the Banshees, the Phoenix Lord, the Autarch. Bikers have sprung upon that transport vehicle. And will seek to... He'll destroy it, that chaplain. Damage 3.
He's damage 4 at the minute.
Damage 4?
Because he's got +1 damage with Mantra of Strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, so I'll go with the first
unit, yeah, and pile in move.
Pile in 3.
Like so. They get a ton of attacks on the charge. Tons of attacks on the charge. That's ridiculous. How many attacks do they get?
Too many, really.
It's like it
And I'm saying
makes you want to...
Too many.
Like a big incentive to buy the models.
So 5.
5's to wound, yeah. How much help have these Alpha Legion dice been?
Not a great
4.
deal.
About average coming through.
5.
5 make it through. -1 on the chainswords.
Yep.
Okay. 4 ups. Yeah, we block all of them except 1, so we'll drop down to 10 wounds left.
Then you can interrupt if you want.
No, thank you. I'll save my last 2 CP.
So I've got the extra pile in because of the ability from the chaplain.
Yeah.
So we'll go same again.
Brilliant combination. Double biker squad and chaplain. I would say of the sculpts coming out in recent years, the chaplain sculpt on the bike is about one of my favourites that Games Workshop have done. It's a fantastic model.
5 again.
5 more, okay. 4 pluses required. And block 3, so 2 more wounds taken, dropping down to 8. That will mean 2 successful wounds from that chaplain will destroy the wave serpent.
5. So hitting on 2s.
2s.
Well,
This is the chaplain.
so I am.
I think he's strength 8 because I'm running one of these. I want to run one of these for my Imperial Fists.
Well, and I'm +1 strength as well for Mantra Strength.
But it's a wave serpent, Tom, so
right,
you
so
can't
does that
roll
mean-
better than 4 plus.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, 1s, 2s, and 3s always fail to wound. So
Well, then that's
Helped.
3 failed, and I will re-roll 1. So
for a CP, yeah, Tom's drops to 5.
These are gonna be.
Damage 4.
Well, they are going to be damage 4 because of the Benediction of Fury, but I just need to double check the AP.
Right. Yeah, I think his standard is AP -1. Could be wrong on that one. Or if not, at best, it would be -2. Tom would.
Benediction of Fury is -2.
It is -2. Okay, so we drop to a 5 plus save or a 5 plus invulnerable save, either way. I'm going to have to turn to Patronic Help once again. And we'll turn to the Tau. Bruce Zhao for the Tau. AKA Chasseau Marks. 5 plus. No. 1. We'll go. Here's Undeclared Marcus Anthony. I have to pass this one, which we do. Okay, so we're still going to die unless we pass this next one, and we will look for help from the Necrons. Tyler Schwab, who, so he says, has a habit of rolling 4 pluses with his Necron army. Well, that would be
4 would be fine.
but 4 would be fine. No, it would not,
4
Tom.
would be
No,
fine.
Tom would not. No, 4 would not be. No, we'll save Tyler Schwab for another time. We'll just put him back just there because I just got a feeling that would have been a 4. We'll go for Samuel Penanuri, Undeclared. There we go. We'll stick with one of the neutrals here. So we're looking for a 5 plus here. I've got a command reroll on standby. Yeah, we're going to need it because we're going to die. Now, do we want to die? We could die and then pile out, but it would be handy to keep that thing alive. Now, I'm going to try and keep it alive, so I'm going to go for a CP reroll. I've got 1 command point left, and we'll go for Samuel Penanuri on the reroll. 5 plus will be nope. Hasn't gone through, which means we are dead. We'll now roll to see if we detonate. Wouldn't mind detonating, which we do not. And then we'll try and figure out. I think it's a case of
You'll probably have to desperate breakout.
yeah, or
I've surrounded you.
bail out into the bushes. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess here. I had to spend my last CP to do emergency disembarkation. There wasn't enough space. There was some space up there in the bushes, but not enough to just deploy all the units. So thankfully 1 CP did remain. We used that for emergency disembarkation. It's all the units inside the transports rolled up for all of them, 1s and 2s. We did lose a few benches, 3 of them lost. And then we have to deploy. It's a deployment, so they need to move through Tom's units. It's just a case of deploying within 6 inches of the hull of the vehicle and staying an inch away from Tom's units, which we've done. So disembarking is the 7 Howling Benches, the Autarch, and then Jane Zar. So you can imagine
She is beautiful.
the sculpt. Yeah. So it's exciting to see what other resculpts Games Workshop do for the Phoenix Lords, but she's one of the newer resculpts from them, so she features in this Eldar list. It is an experimental list, just taking my time, experimenting. Learned a lot in the previous game, saw what worked and what didn't. Wave Serpent's been ambushed here in very swift fashion. It's been cut down, but units have disembarked. There's no restriction on them. It lasts for the turn, so Tom's turn will come to an end, and then we'll start a fresh turn here for the Eldar. So those units will be available to shoot and charge or run away. We'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. That is the end of the turn. I think. Nothing else?
Yeah.
All right. We'll calculate points at this stage. Yes, some points coming in here. Engage on all fronts, thanks to him pushing forwards, and then the bikers are going into this table quarter. And then 2 points picked up as well for Primaris. That's for capturing a fresh objective. So that one over there, and also across here. That's an objective that Tom wasn't previously controlling. So 2 points picked up for that. So off the mark here with the Space Marines. Aggressive on both flanks, straight through the middle. And there's some deadly firepower coming in at the back there as well. So looking healthy enough for the Space Marines here. Eldar will need to strike back. It has to be immediate from them. They've got to make an impact early on. We've got units, let's say, stuck in reserve, but held in reserve. The Falcon can arrive immediately, but other units are going to have to wait. Eldar are going to have to use the resources that they have, and it's kind of scattered. Scorpions are over here, but they're some distance away. The Wraith Knight is still on the ball, but only just. Its potential now limited with what it can do, and it's facing off here against a load of Space Marine units and firepower, and that's Strauss looking menacing at the back. We'll go on to turn 1 though. Eldar will make their first move here, turn 1 for them coming up next. Okay, turn 1 for the Eldar. I'm concentrating on both flanks here. I think that's our best option, tactically speaking. The middle, Blade Guard veterans, they are tough enough. So we're going to go for the flanks here, I think, with the units that we have. So Wraith Knight's moved 8 inches now, so pushed him forwards in this direction. It is a stretch, but there's a possible charge with him. Striking Scorpions, I've got to use them, so I'm pushing them out. They've gone 7 inches. A 7-inch charge will put them in range against the infantry. Yes, Carib Khan is there, but we'll maybe try and bring him down with firepower, possibly. I've kept these here and have performed Retrieve Nachman data with the Rangers. Cloud Strike arriving here with the Falcon. Then across the other side, Jane Czar's advanced. She's moved around. She's going to take on characters and bikers. Then the regular Italian Banshees have moved, and so too has the Autarch getting into position, poised to charge. And then across here, the sniper bike's just making use of obscuring terrain. We're going to try and shoot across in this direction. And these have shifted out a little bit, but still keeping a model on the objective to lend a bit of sniper support there for the Banshees. So we still have Guardians and Dire Avengers in reserve to arrive turn 2 onwards. But they'll stay off the board for now. Eldar will use what they have at this stage. We've still got firepower. They're scary enough guns. If we can hit, we'll be on 5s here. I'm going to shoot the chaplain. Why not? With these snipers. We moved, so we need 3s. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. BL10. Still missed. It will be 5s to wound. 6s are pretty useful. And we get nothing, so nothing comes through. That's the Rangers just down here. We'll fire Jane Czar next. The Silent Death going into the bikers to the left.
These ones?
No, the others.
The other ones. What's the stat line on this? Just
hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Which we have. Strength 6 minus 3, 1 damage. Yeah, Tom's going to leave it here. So we're going to try and wound on 3s. Ooh, okay. 5 saves, not bad. At minus 3. Ouch.
So 2 6s.
Nice. I think you're 4.
So 4 wounds. It's been so long since I've used them.
So they're definitely at least 3. They could be 4. I think they might be. You've got a sneaking suspicion they are 4, these bikes. Yeah, they are 4 wounds. Nice. Okay. I'm going to fire 6 shuriken pistols from the Banshees at that same squad. Just looking for 3s. All of them. And then we're looking for 5s. 6s are good. 2 5s come through, so minus 1.
He did.
Got him. Okay, so we've killed a biker. So model removed from play. Okay, yeah, Tom's created a bit of a conundrum here. Jane Czar now can't simultaneously charge both of those units. She can't stretch to both.
I did create a conundrum. You can.
It's good. Yeah, well, yes, no, it's good. It's good choice, Tom. No, it's good play. So that creates a problem. I'm going to put a dragon's fusion gun into that same squad. Try and pick off one of those if we can. So this is the Autarch here, hitting on 2s. Yes, for tactical purposes, yeah, I'll do it. I'll use Strands of Fate. I know, yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so that goes through. So auto wound him. AP -4, D6 +2 damage. I want to try and get rid of that bike. 2 plus.
Is it D6 +2 when I'm that far away? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's built in. I'll double check. No, it's built in. It's like an assault.
It's not half range like everyone else.
No. Yeah, I'll double check, but I think it's D6 +2. It's like ancient relic-y type weapons. It is D6 +2, so biker.
Why you have no
biker removed.
Eldar Patreons helping you? Because they don't need any help.
Okay, right. Okay, the salter meter's just swung to the left. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's there. That's where it is. Yeah, it is. Right, we're going to have to go. This is. We're going to try and grind Carib Colne down here. Difficult task. Every game we play, it's been difficult, but there is some possibility we can cause some damage. Maybe removing from play. So Tom's about to pop smoke. Okay, for 1 CP, dropping down to 4 command points left. We've got 1 on standby. So I'm going to fire the Falcon here. So hitting on 3s, hitting on 4s. So, Twin Shuriken Catapult is out of range, so we'll leave that one. And now we'll go for a Bright Lance and then the Pulse Laser. So, I'll roll like this. Bright Lance is the red dice. Okay, so we'll go BL10. Nice. Then we'll try and wound on 3s. One's at strength 8, the other's at strength 9. 3s to wound. Be handy if they all go through. 2 go through. Okay, so I could CP roll that one, but you need to probably. It'll be mightily helpful. What's his invuln save?
5.
It is a 5+.
-1 damage.
I know, yeah, -1 damage. Yep. We'll do it. We'll CP reroll. This is so huge. We'll go for. We'll turn to the Necrons for help. It's Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King. Ah! Okay, just the 2 make it through. What if I'd use one of these dice? I just have to find out. Carry on. 2 saves. You can go Patrons. Loads of Imperial helpers jumping up and down, stomping their feet, saying, "Pick me, Tom, pick me."
Right. We'll go Longbow BB and...
So many Imperial players. Space Marine players.
Nicholas Lucas.
Yeah. Okay. So, who's the first one
Longbow
there?
BB.
Yeah, he's a Blood Angels player.
Nope.
No.
And Nicholas Lucas.
Yes.
Nope.
No.
So what is this coming through at me?
D3 +3. Yes, with the...
right.
That was Nicholas Lucas. He's Imperial Knights, Grey Knights.
Any other D3
Admech
+3
player.
coming at me? Potentially from that, but it's on 6s.
No, that's not as powerful as D3 +3. It's D3 +6.
Yeah, D3 +6, yeah.
If he hits, because I'll be on 6s now, actually, because of the smoke.
D3 +3. 4 CP.
Commander is probably the most damage that's going to come through against you now. Unless I do elect to shoot at you.
I'll try and reroll Longbow. I can't see all those.
It's 4.
No, see, before, Colin would have saved all of those.
Because it used to be a 4+.
4 up.
Right, okay. Yeah, he was tough to say as well previously. Okay. But at least he's cheap in points now.
Maybe they should put him back now they've released Eldar's new rules to how he was before.
We're noticing with the codexes, yes, stuff's increasing in potency, but also units are getting tougher. For example, the Eldar avatar is way tougher than what it used to be, and other units are getting harder to kill as well. So Wraith Knight, for example, is harder to kill with the -1 damage, the built-in 5+ invulnerable save, and so on. So he is -1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So D3 +2 basically. Okay, so 3, 7. 7 wounds taken on Carib Colne the Risen. It's not bad. It's okay. Good work.
Half.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got other units available that will shoot first without the Wraith Knight. We'll see if we can grind him down. So you got 7 wounds to get through. 7 wounds remain. Okay. We'll throw everything that Scorpions have into him. So some pistol fire to come from them next. Okay. So pistol firepower and then the 2 shots coming from the Exarch. So we're looking for 4s because of the smoke. Rerolling one of those for BL10. Okay, so 2 have missed. It's ridiculously above average, but the big roll here is the wound roll. 5s. It's terrible. Just the 1 comes through. It is a Rendy type shot, so it's going to be a 5+ invulnerable save.
Nope.
No, okay, so wound taken, dropping down to 6 wounds left. Okay. We'll turn to the bikers next. Across here, positioned and in range to put some shots into Collectables. So we'll go for the sniper rifles first of all. Those 2 have hit. We'll roll this one for BR10. Okay, so ballistic skill 2+ for these. And then 6s would be very, very good here. All right, so what we've got is a mortal wound comes through. Does he have any kind of feel no pain?
No, he lost that as well.
Lost that as well. Oh, man.
He lost everything. Yeah. This is why I don't play him anymore.
So that's gone through. You're going to need to make a save here of -1 on this one.
2 or 1?
Just the 1. One's a mortal wound and then just a regular save with AP -1.
Failed.
Okay, so 2 wounds in total coming through. 1 mortal wound and 1 regular wound coming through. Dropping down to 4 wounds left. Okay, now we're down to the scatter lasers. 6 shots each.
What? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to rant.
No, these are the new. This is the new loadout.
What right do they have to make them BS2?
It's because they're so well trained.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Space Marines are.
No, it's just. But these have been training for thousands of. I suppose Space Marines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like the elite academy of the galaxy.
They're on bikes that are like zipping around all over the place, and they can still.
But that's their life, Tom. That's all they do. They just live life in the
best life.
live life in the saddle. So we're looking for 3s to fire through the smoke. 5s to wound. There's no AP- on this, Tom. Is your base of 3+ or 2+? He kept that.
I think he kept 2 up. Yeah, he kept 2 up.
Right. 5 ups to wound. Not bad, not bad. We'll not kill him, but we'll force 5 saves here of 2+.
You just said you won't kill him. No. You know what happened now, didn't you? Oh, failed 1.
Failed 1. You're okay. Dropping down to
3.
3 wounds left. Okay. So contemplating what to do with the Wraith Knight here. It's on its last legs, literally. Got 4 wounds left. It's meant to go after that. Problem is Collectables here. Tom's saying he's got Overwatch available, so if the striking scorpions go in, they're going to get flamed and shot at. Tom's able to fight in close combat, shoot in close combat, so that Dreadnought's going to be a problem. I can't cause mortal wounds on it with the Mandy Blasters. I can't do it against monsters or vehicles, so it will create a big problem. So, yes, he's going to be at 6s to hit, but I'm going to put the Wraith Knight into him. The star cannons, though, they're going to fire into the squad at the back. So those Marines just there. That's the 2 weapons on top, and the main guns are going to go into Collectables. 1 successful wound going through will destroy the Dreadnought. So we'll fight the Space Marines first of all. So that's squad at the back. We'll go after them, looking for 5s. We get a hit. 3s for a wound. Failed. Okay, now we'll go for 2d3 shots with the heavy Wraith cannons. This is Ben Shaw shooting here. Nice. 5 shots. The only problem is I need 6s to hit.
I saw you roll 5 6s out of 6 dice before.
That was just quite recently, but I can't keep repeating that every time.
To reroll 1 for Beltown.
Thank you, Tom. I'll blame a Patreon for this. If I need help. We'll go for Dave Humphreys, Orc player. Orcs can't hit a barn door.
You're due a 6.
No, it was a 6 on the wall. God, missed. Pop smoke, Tom. Good play. Half the effectiveness of that firepower coming through. Okay, right. Should we do a dummy run? But that just pretend we weren't.
I'll pretend if you're shooting.
Yeah, just pretend. And pretend I was back at full strength. Just,
Yeah, yeah, it will delete it.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
So, Ben Shaw shooting. Let's just make we're in. This is an Eldar dream.
Okay.
Number of shots. It's a nightmare. Well, fire anyway. Looking for hits. So get 2 hits come through.
2's to win.
We'll try and wound. 2 wounds come through.
So,
5+ invulnerable save.
this model has 2 void shields. Each void shield
What?
has 3 shield points. While this model has any void shields, it has a 5-up invulnerable save. So I get 2. I'll probably have to do it one at a time. Yep. So 5
Blocked.
plus invulnerable save. Yeah, I'm fine.
Alpha Legion. Tom. Burn those dice. Well done. All right, so no damage coming through. Interesting. That thing is a brute on the board. So what are you afraid of though? What's going to take? What army is going to take it out? Drakari with loads of dark lances. They cause it trouble.
Yeah. Well, normally that would take it out if you rolled out on average, probably.
Yeah.
I rolled on average.
So explain
Like,
your void shields.
So the void shields, if I fail a save,
Yes.
I lose 1 void shield point for every damage that comes through. So I basically soak up the first 6 damage.
Right. Okay. And they're gone, or they can come back again.
I'm not 100% sure. I've never used the new rules, you see. At the start of your next command phase, if this model has a void shield that has fewer than 3 points remaining, that void shield is restored to 3 points.
Right. Nice. Yeah, well, tough enough. Okay, interesting. We'll finish at that point here with him, so no impact from him at all. There's a possible charge, but Wraith Knight has failed to impress here at this stage. Just looking around for more firepower. Any more for any more? I don't think so. In which case, we'll go on to charges next. Alright, so charges taking place or not taking place here. Try to charge with the Wraith Knight first of all. The idea was to bluff Tom to get him to use up his Overwatch and Carib Khan. We didn't make the charge, rolled a 3.
I didn't take the bluff.
And Tom didn't take the bluff. We then had to charge with the Scorpions. Tom fired Overwatch, so it's the Flamers caused trouble for the Scorpions as they went in. We took 4 casualties in total. Assault Cannon brought 1 down as well. So Scorpions haven't made it into close combat, which is a terrible shame. This is big trouble on this flank now for the Eldar. Wraith Knight's going to go. Scorpions stuck standing where they are, so not going according to plan. Across the other side though, Banshees have comfortably made it in, so too has the Autark, and Janes are dancing around getting ready to strike across there. So really, I'll fight first with the Autark and then shut down with the Banshees, so there's no interrupts going to take place for any of those combats. Eldar will get to strike first with all of those units across there. So once the Eldar are in and striking first, they're dangerous. Across here, stark contrast, we've struggled to make it in. So in the previous battle, the striking Scorpions, they got caught out. I didn't use Phantasm, didn't go first, and then they were set upon and destroyed. Here, I've relocated them, moved them in. But they've struggled to make a charge, they've been hit on Overwatch, and then now they're sitting there waiting to take damage. So how do we deliver striking Scorpions or any of the Eldar units from a tactical point of view? The other option I'm thinking of is, and feel free to talk about this in the comments section, is to deep strike units like this in by using Webway Assault. Wait for Strands of Fate to get me that reroll, or get me the charge of 2 dice, and one of those is a 6, in which case when I deep strike I'll need a 3+ on a dice to get that charge to go ahead, because then you can land. The advantage of that is that it's unknown where I'm going to go. I could land anywhere on the board instead of a transport vehicle where you know, for example, you know that the Banshees are across there, and so you can adjust to that. But when striking Scorpions could turn up anywhere, then there's more of an element of surprise and danger to that. And if you can get that Strands of Fate roll, then that charge is very likely to go ahead. And if there's limited Overwatch and Overwatch taking place, then you're going to strike at full strength, which is where they're at their most dangerous. So I love the striking Scorpions, they're a strong unit, but delivery of them is the issue here. Right, yes.
How much are they? How many points are they?
Yeah, you don't know. It's something to investigate,
I think
maybe.
there's some shenanigans to be had with that.
So I've heard, yes. We'll move on to close combats. Everything, there's nothing across here. It's a standoff at this point. But across the other side here, a battle taking place. Banshees screeching, Jane Czar and the Autark all setting upon the bikers and the chaplain.
They're supposed to be good.
I mean, a full squad of aspect warriors, you're looking just short of 200 points.
They're supposed to be terrifying.
They're meant to be equivalent of the Space Marine elites, aren't they, for close combat? You know, different loadout and so on. But okay, so we've got the Howling Banshees here, depleted squad, 3 attacks each on 6 models with their swords. And we reckon, correct us if we're wrong, base of 4 attacks for the Exarch, and then you do add the extra one for taking the Exarch upgrade, and that's doubled for Mirror Swords. I'm running at damage 2 because of the Exarch upgrade for her. So crazy number of attacks. We'll do those first. So we're looking for...
Tasty.
Yeah, it's not bad, 3s. I'll reroll one of those for BR10, which helps. So we're coming in at strength 4, Tom's toughness 5, so 5's to wound, and then +1 to the wound rolls on the charge. So 4s are helpful, and that is utterly dreadful from her. AP -3.
6. Hail Hydra. No. Close.
Okay.
2 damage?
So, yeah, 2 damage taken.
Okay.
Now turn to the regular swords. These will be damage 1. Looking for 3s. It's not bad at all. The ladies are hitting hard here. And then, again, on the charge, it'll be 4's to wound.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. This is scary because it's AP -4. Tom can't stop this.
1, 2.
They've got them.
That's them. Go on.
Screechers. God, all eyes are on the Exarch there, but it's the regular Banshees have caused the most trouble.
Now, Jane's Hour, what's her save?
4+ invulnerable save.
Wounds?
6 wounds. Now, with Phoenix Lords, Tom, be careful because you can only cause a maximum of 3 wounds per phase. Yeah, you can't interrupt anyway. Yes, ladies first, Tom, in this one.
I can only cause 3 wounds.
Yes,
per phase.
a little bit of Necron ingredients added in there with the limit on damage that can come
A
through.
little bit of Necron ingredients mixed with a little bit of everyone fights last.
The best spice from all the factions by the Eldar, Tom. All sorts of spice here, but don't forget to add the salt, Tom. This is the vital ingredient.
That's one thing I never forget. Salt. Oh dear.
Right.
It's good to see, like we were just saying a minute ago though, like Banshees used to be awful.
Oh no.
And now they're awesome. And they're supposed to be awesome. Like that's the point of Aspect Wars.
They've gone in against the right target. The AP -4 is scary enough on the power swords.
AP -4 is scary on anything.
Yes. Now, we'll fight with Jane then. Yeah, we'll let the ladies fight here. So she's looking at 2s for her hits.
Chris versus Michael here.
Oh, it's Phoenix Lord Showdown.
Yeah.
So Chris Comiskey in charge here against... Who's in charge?
Fryer.
Michael Fryer, okay. So looking for 2s. Don't get BL10 because it's a Phoenix Lord. And then we're looking for... Did you transhuman? Right, transhuman on there, so it's going to be 4's to wound. All of them, Tom, on the Xenos dice. Invuln saves?
The dice that I wasn't supposed to let you use.
Go. Alpha Legion. Help Tom.
What's
Block
damage?
2. Damage 2. So there's going to be 4 wounds coming through. Now the Autarch's armed with a glaive, which is about as potent.
I want to save this to...
Tom fears for the chaplain's life here. He's potentially taking 4 wounds. Let it through. 4 wounds taken. Ouch. Yeah, Star Glaive is equipped with 5 attacks. Looking for 2s. We are BL10, so I reroll that one. Gets his hits. 4's to wound. Terrible. Just the 1.
Yep.
Blocked on a 6. Nice. Okay, so Chaplain survives. Tom's going after the Autarch here.
I'm -1 attack because of the Banshees.
Yeah, because of Jane's are, yes. So 4 attacks.
So, all hit.
He hits on 2s. 2's to wound.
4 wound.
Nice. Okay.
-2.
I'll try and keep him alive. So we'll go Chris Heim, 4+ invulnerable save. No. Dylan Moore, Deathgore Krieg player.
Nice.
No.
8 damage.
I have no Patreon friends in this game. Travis and Jen.
You're dead. It's 8 damage.
8 damage.
4 damage each.
Oh. Alright, Tom, we'll stop rolling. Thanks. We'll leave Travis and Jen for next time. There's no point. The Autarchs are gone up. But he has got the Phoenix Gems. He will get back up on a 2+. So yeah, I'll use the Phoenix Gem. So 2+ to resurrect. Don't roll a 1.
Please roll a 1.
5. And number of wounds? 6. So halve that, it's D3. So 3 wounds. So just put him up and then just 2 wounds back on him, as if almost nothing ever happened. Yes, that's that combat resolved. The Altarch gets back up. That's one use only, that Phoenix gem, but well placed on that model. He gets back to his feet again. That's the second time he's used that to get back up and to survive. So really, he's like he's got a double life. We'll calculate points here at the end of the turn 1 for the Eldar. Yeah, so points picked up. Eldar have picked up a few. 2 points for holding a fresh objective, that objective over in the corner. And then also a point picked up for Wrath of Cain. That was for destroying an enemy unit with an aspect warrior unit in close combat, which was across over there. So 3 points picked up in total. Tom informs me that Oath of Moment has achieved Tom in total 4 points. So adding that together, 8 points to 3 at this stage. Looking healthy enough. A success over on this flank, despite the early assault from the Space Marines. Transport destroyed, but the Eldar have counter-attacked effectively enough, cutting the bikers down. It's just guard duty here in the centre of the table, picking up points for Oath of Moment and so on. Then across here, it looks kind of even, but it's not. Tom has a turn in hand. He can take the fight to these Eldar units and cause them a lot of trouble. And crucially, the Astraeus, not a scratch on that thing, it will dominate the battlefield on the next turn. We'll end the turn here. It's looking healthy enough for the Space Marines at this stage. We'll go on to turn 2 for them next.
Raise banners with them.
Yes. All right, Tom's on the move here for the Space Marines. 8 points picked up for Primaris for the control of this one and the home objective back there. I think Tom's plan is to wreck the Eldar in this area, eliminate and destroy them, consolidate on this objective, hold the central ground. That'll put him in a good, strong tactical position as far as collecting points for Primaries is concerned. Whoa, that bike just moved quick. It's moved. Onto there.
Although one thing I do need to check actually is, can you advance when you fall back?
No.
So then there'll be slightly less than that.
Okay. We'll see what Tom's decided to do. I am objective secure, but he may well be...
I'm just going to try and kill you.
Kill them, yes.
So I can fall back and charge.
Can you really?
On white skies, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Advance. So
I knew I needed to kill the bikes, but yikes, he can move fast.
the question is it worth doing that even if I get off my... Oh, sorry. I should do my litanies before I go anywhere.
Yes, that's all right. Go ahead. Canticle of Hate's gone off. This is 2 pluses here for Master Orator, Wise Orator, I think it's called. Okay.
So that was in the command phase before I moved off. Yeah, I just need to leave these guys to it.
Yes.
Because no matter what I do here, I'm striking last and you kill me anyway.
It's just tactical play. So go strong on 3, disrupt 1 is a good play.
I'm going to shuffle over there, so because I'll need him to charge first to give him a 9-inch charge, which takes it to a 7-inch charge, and I can do it on 3d6.
Because it's the first charge, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And that's a stratagem?
That's a stratagem, yeah.
Right. I can see why you're a fan of White Scars here, Tom.
Well, if you like all of my other armies I ever use on the channel, they're never mobile.
Yeah.
Like, and the mobility is...
It's key, it's crucial for 9th edition.
Yeah.
Okay, so movement's complete. So these squads here have moved, advanced, and they can charge. This is the basic rules for
they've moved and advanced, and they've moved up, and can't do banners
if you advance, yeah.
because I advanced. So it's just the banners on the middle I've done then. So
Yes.
then that'll mean these guys can charge as well. Cullen didn't advance; he just moved the 4 inches.
Yes. The intercessors across there pull back behind the wall. They made an advanced move, but there's no need for them to come forward, so they're happy to sit there and hold that objective. And then Strauss has moved. It's backed around that corner. It's just to get an angle against this thing to try and take out the Falcon, which you should be able to do with ease. A relocation here, pushing forwards and shifting across in this direction with...
To make the Banshee range a little bit further. If they're gonna try and come over.
Right, gotcha. Okay, and then we've seen the bikers make their move as well. That's movement done. We'll go straight onto shooting phase next on turn 2. So on to shooting phase. Strands of Fate for the Eldar I have kept, didn't roll very well at all. So 1 advanced roll, 2 hit rolls and a wound roll we have at our disposal, but no saving throws.
So I'm going to start off with Cullen, and I'm going to go his twin heavy flamers into the Rangers. And then I'm going to go his assault cannon and heavy bolters into the Scorpions.
Scorpions, yeah, okay.
Because these are -1 to hit, are they?
No, they're on pluses to their cover saves.
Okay, so but flamers ignore cover, don't
Yeah, fine. No, go ahead.
So 2d6 for 8.
Nice. 3s.
That was pretty bad, but it's 5.
Yep.
-1 because we're not in heavy anymore.
Yeah, so we'll go for 6s. We're not getting light cover there, so we're not getting any kind of bonus. We block 1, 4 dead. Ouch. Keep the one with the white helmet. For no apparent reason. Those can be removed.
Okay, and then we'll go the 3, 6, 9, 12 shot into the Scorpions. I'm hitting on 4s now.
Yes, because of damage bracket. 2s. These are AP -1.
They are indeed, yeah.
There's 8 there. 4 ups. So, on average, 4 regular Scorpions can go. Yeah, heavy bolter as well, coming through. 3s. -1, save that one. So, 2 striking Scorpions left the Exarch and 1 Scorpion Disciple remains. But that squad's been hit hard here. So, the Wraith Knight's going to go. It's got to go. Who will destroy it? Is the question. Okay, firepower's been declared. So main gun's going to go into the Wraith Knight, all the lance cannon shots into the Falcon, and then the Iron Rail Stubber into the Scorpions.
So I'll do the Scorpions first.
So you've been blessed, hitting on 2s.
Yeah. Wounded on 3s, so just 1. -1.
4 up. Passed.
And then 6 lance cannons, effectively, I know they're not called down the Las Rippers, into the vehicle at the back.
It's the Falcon being targeted here. Nice.
Is that 4 up on this as well? To wound, or is it?
No, that's just the Wave Serpent's
Okay,
protection.
So 5?
Yeah.
4, sorry?
-3.
3.
It's only 6s. Quadruple 6 would be useful. None. Yeah, take it away. 4d6 damage, and away we pop. Gone. Do we blow up? We do not. Falcon removed. So the early deep strike's pretty cool, but after that it is vulnerable. It's been destroyed with ease.
And then we'll go 3, 6, 9, 12 shots.
Just as I picked the Falcon up, Tom, a voice in my head said, "Revenge battle against the Astreus." We'll have to have another encounter
goodness.
here.
I might not kill it.
What?
I might not kill the Dreadnought. -3.
Yes, minus.
-2.
5 pluses. I shall trust.
You've got no CP.
Yeah. Right, try and keep Ben Shaw alive here. 5 pluses required, and we don't get any. Oh no, I despise the patrons because they haven't helped me. What if I had used patrons? No help, no one's helping me. It's tears all round for the Eldar. The Wraith Knight is destroyed. And it's okay. It just
went out with a whimper.
It did. Its star fades into obscurity, Tom. The Wraith Knight.
That's very poetic of you.
It's gone. Oh, how sad. I shall write a poem later, after the battle. It's been brutal from the Space Marines. It's like a defiant attack against the Eldar. Eldar all full of pride, boasting a new codex, and the Space Marines just slam into them here, showing no mercy whatsoever. Wraith Knight on the board, removed from play with superior firepower.
So we have within 9 inches, so an 8-inch charge.
Yes, with +2.
With +2.
6.
And I'm going to spend a CP to do it on 3d6 just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
And I get it.
Okay.
On a...
So Tom electing not to do any kind of shooting. He just wants to plunge into these in close combat.
I can't actually shoot with them anyway because they advanced. So,
right.
So he gets a 10.
So sorry, just to be clear. So he just did a move. Fell out of combat and moved.
14-inch move.
14-inch move.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to advance after I've fallen back.
Fine. And then he has the ability to fall back and charge.
Yes.
Because he's white scars.
All white scars have that, yeah.
This one here wasn't in close combat.
So he did a 20-inch move, and now he's charging.
Charging in as well.
7, 8, 9.
2 models. Usually you think 2 models, they're down and out of the game, but no, they are creating a big impact here.
Then over here, we will go with this one first, which is a 6-inch charge.
Tom's going after the Lone Ranger. I'll overwatch. No, I'm joking. It's okay. You can go. In they go. Oh dear. But now this is cruel, Tom. We're moving away from just a regular game of 40k. This is a cruel mopping up action taking place against the Eldar. No mercy.
Feeling slightly chaosy today.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, something.
Cullen, into your striking scorpions.
Ah, yes. In he goes. Now he'll seek his revenge. He did take a battering from the Eldar. Okay, that's Longbow BB in charge of him.
Yeah.
So your unit that's on the objective, they can still comfortably charge the striking scorpions and still maintain their position.
I probably will do that. I don't need to be on that objective anymore.
Because you are objective secured.
One of my models was in the command phase.
Yeah.
A 12-inch charge.
In they go.
Yeah.
So you could really do some kind of stretch of those, but they're just going to go in. That was the plan this turn. Mop up this flank. That's what Tom's done. So well done. That really creates. It makes things a lot easier for the Space Marines here.
Okay.
So and these haven't got involved much in the game, but they're a defiant unit. They sit there, quite happy to absorb damage and to hold on to objectives. Sometimes it's not a case of hunting units down. Sometimes it's just a case of durability and maintaining position. That's what the Space Marines have done in the middle of the board. Woe betide anyone that goes near them. A little bit of glass hammer going on with the Eldar at the moment. Okay, lots of combats to choose from. I can't interrupt play, I've got no CP.
All hit?
Yeah.
2s?
2s. AP minus?
AP minus 2.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 of them slain. Like so. There's 1 left for the biker to Picatron.
And then he's silly attacks. He's 3 attacks base, +1 for chainsaw, +1 for charge, +2 for charge because of the bite. And he's re-rolling everything because of the
Litany of Hate.
Litany of Hate.
Aura ability. 3's at least to wound. 5.
A -1.
5 6s. He dies. Okay, that's the scouts. I don't hold that objective now. The scout bikers are not on it. So, are you going to tap into them to disrupt them?
Can they fall back and shoot?
For a CP, they can.
But you'll only have 1 CP.
I only have 1. It'll force me to do that. Yeah. And I'm not much threat to you in close combat.
Now by not much threat, what does that mean? AP -4 sniper rifles.
3 attacks each, damage 2 or something. No, I'll check, but it's not very much.
What is
it? 2 attacks each.
In that case, then I'll do that. I'll block out because I don't want you being able to get onto the objective to tap.
Right. Okay.
Attack me at the end. Right. Okay, so then we'll go with Cullen.
Yeah.
He is slightly depleted.
Okay, he's going against the striking scorpions here.
Pause.
Because of his damage, yeah.
Now, before, once again, another thing that was taken away from him is that would have meant that I would have done D6 mortal wounds, which would have been 3 more.
D6?
Yeah.
Oh.
He picks a unit up by his claw and unleashes his heavy bolter into their face.
Yes, I remember that.
2s. So that is 3.
Okay.
Now you've got your invuln anyway, haven't you? 5 invuln, yeah.
5 pluses.
Flat 4 damage each.
Yeah, that's the end of the scorpions. They're removed from play. This is trying to pick off the Lone Ranger in the corner. All he did was retrieve Nakman data. That's all they were ordered to do. They didn't have time for anything else. How did those Space Marines get that far around the around the board? They're quick.
It's ludicrous. They are so quick.
They are fast. You have to watch them. So how many? 9?
Yeah.
I'll just roll these. Now you can go. So he's removed from play. That has cleared the Eldar from that half of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all cleared away. Fighting back across here. So it's going to be 6 attacks, needing 3s. BL10.
Here we go. I actually want you to do this.
What, to kill him?
Yeah. Do it.
We could do it
AP minus.
if you fail all 4. No, no minus at all.
Take
Just a wound. Yeah, okay. 1 wound taken. I mean, you effectively managed to run away from the benches. We'll not even be able to catch up.
Yeah, that was a little bit of the plan, if they were still alive.
Good play. Okay, so Tom has now anchored down
Somehow now.
4 objectives. So I've got deep strike reserves, but there's too much has taken place to quit. And that's one of the key issues, or not issues, but that's one of the key elements of 9th edition is to get a move on and to make an impact early in the game. Often we're seeing games ending around turn 3 because so much takes place in the early stages of the game. This is a classic example. So much has happened on turn 1.
It's a good thing though.
And then, yeah,
That's up for debate. I don't like it, personally.
too much too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just swings. It just swings one way or the other.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal opinion.
That's the way it is at the moment for 9th edition. Smaller table, units are getting faster around the board, and then harder hitting now, weapon output and damage in close combat.
Well, the difficulty now on this is obviously you've got no anti-tank left.
Yes. Correct. We'll finish Tom's turn. We'll calculate points and give an update of what's going on. Space Marines, it looks like they've got victory here. But we've got Eldar reserves to come in. So there's one more throw of the dice here for the Eldar. We'll give you an update on the score. Yes, there's over moments come in. For primaries being picked up and for banners being picked up. We're looking at a total now of 19 points to 5. 19 points to 3. At this stage, Eldar will pick up points for primaries. We control that objective across there. That'll get us some points. And we've got these reserves to bring in. We'll bring them in and see what kind of impact they can make here. But Eldar in a sorry state at this stage. Space Marines, good combination from Tom. A strong super heavy being taken, and their ground force that moves fast and strikes hard as well. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Eldar next.
No, it's infantry.
It is infantry. Okay, Tom was threatening me with Auspex scan for the Dreadnought, but it's infantry only. So, Guardians have turned up here. Dire Avengers have turned up across the other side. They're changing the shape of the game to some degree, but it's going to be too little too late.
I wonder whether I should Auspex scan the Dire Avengers then.
Oh.
But Auspex scan's quite expensive now.
Tom's got 2 CP left. We've got 1.
These just 1 damage each.
Oh, yes.
But there's just lots of shots.
33 shots, yeah.
33 shots.
Yes. And they come with a threat. If you kill any of them, they unlock a stratagem to shoot twice, which is 2 CP. So in 2 turns' time, I'd be able to shoot twice of them because I've only got 1 CP.
How many shots are they each then?
3 shots each.
3 shots each. I might actually Auspex scan them.
That's okay.
Any invuln?
5 plus.
5 up.
Who's going to Auspex? Who's going to... What have they got?
They've got bolt pistols, but they're 18-inch range bolt pistols.
Oh, I see.
But you're not within 12 inches, so all of that was for nothing. So
because Auspex scan is... Right, okay, gotcha.
You need to be within 12 inches of the unit that's going to
yes,
shoot you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right, Jane's under Chris Comiskey here in command of her. She's shifted out across in that direction. She's headed for the middle by herself. Her lady friends are heading across in this direction. We used one of our strands of fate and got a 6 for an advance roll. These can advance and charge. We're going to go after the chaplain. We used our CP. That's right. We don't have any CP at the moment because we've used it to pull back and shoot with these. And then across there, not much for him to do, holding on to the objective. We just rolled a dice, looking for a 1 for retrieve Nachman data, and we got a 1. So that has been completed over in that table quarter. That's it. Movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So everything into him. 3 sniper rifles, point blank range. We'll roll that one for BL10. And then we'll go for 5s. 1 comes through, -1. A 2, so win taken. And then again at point blank range, all the scatter laser shots going in. So that's all these. 2s. 3s to wound. Loads of saves required here. A strength 6, very useful. 10. 10 saves to make against this biker sergeant. No minus here, so 3 ups. Oh, that's...
Still alive.
He's still alive. 1 more wound taken. Good dice rolling. So battle focus, it's assault weapons and pistol weapons. I can still shoot them. So we'll go pistol shots from the benches. Looking for 3s. Rerolling this one for BL10. 5s to wound. 6s are good.
And there's no negative to shoot these when you advance?
No. It's the Eldar way.
It is the Eldar way.
-1. These are separate.
-1?
Yes. No. Got him, and that one was -3. Okay. Got the biker in the end. A little bit of Eldar flexibility helped out just there. So that's him gone. Just the chaplain now, with his litany of hatred and his canticle of hate on the Eldar objective. Jane's she could shoot actually with her Triskel, Silent Death. Yeah, Jane's not going to shoot. Just on the off chance she kills him, I'll have no charge to make and not be able to claim the objective. So we'll leave her firepower. So we'll turn ourselves now, our attention to be drawn towards our reserves that have arrived. We'll turn to the Dire Avengers across the other side. They're going to unleash a volley into the Blade Guard veterans.
They shouldn't really be called Dire Avengers, should they? They should be called Amazing Avengers. They're not exactly dire, are they?
Okay. No, but it's dire for you. This is the idea.
Dire for me, I can admit that.
Shuriken.
What's that, extra shots?
Extra AP -2. So they'll come in AP -4. But you got the shield, so you'll be okay. So 33 shots. I'm going to reroll one of those for BL10.
At AP -4?
Yeah, if I roll 5s to wound. Yep.
AP -4?
Shredding, this is it. And the idea is you combine them with like a Psyker and get Doom against a target, and they'll shred anything. So that's the hits coming through, which is looking healthy enough. We'll try and wound on 4s now. 5+ are good. This is shredding fire ability. It's an X-Psych ability that's... Yeah, it's terrible. That's a bit better. So we'll split these up. 5 saves at -4. And it's not so good. And then there's another 5 saves at -2. All those have failed. So whatever the minus is, it's 4 up save across the board because of the shields. So 10 saves. Okay. It's exactly 50-50. So it's going to kill one of them. And put 2 wounds on another. They're 3 wounds each, aren't they, those things?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, so model remove from plate and 2 wounds put onto another. Whether they stay in the middle or not, they may go hunting after the Dire Avengers next turn. So I've lined these up. For line of sight, all of them except one in range and line of sight of him. So this is the first 20 shots. Looking for popping smoke, Tom?
I can't pop it more than once. One use only.
It is, yeah, okay. We may as well do our BL10, which helps again. So looking for 3s. Like so. 5s to wound. 6s are good. Okay, so looking like that. So 6s are coming through at AP -3.
So 5 ups? No. So 2 damage so far.
And 1 save at -1. This could be the end of him.
No,
He's
one
passed.
left.
Okay, so we're going to try and finish him off with 18 shots. Go, go, Guardians. Looking for 3s. I think we should be able to do it, but I'll not count out squigs before they hatch.
So
It's not bad.
So these are the 5-ups.
Got him. Well, hang on a second.
And then
Let Tom roll up the other 2.
3-ups. Are they -1?
Yes. Yep. So
Oh.
you're down to a command reroll.
Yeah.
So Tom's got 2 CP left. This is the problem, and that is to let the chaplain fight before he's removed from play.
Yeah, but what's he going to do? Kill 4 banshees that are going to be out of the game for most of the
Yeah.
thing anyway? I'll try and keep him alive on a 5+. Why not? And I will use.
Luke Zwengel, Imperial player, Crimson Fists. It's a 5+. Oh yes, you're trying to make a save here. No, he's gone. Does he blow up? Yes, please. No, he doesn't. Okay, but Carib Khan's brought down. Okay, so good work from the Guardians. So that was a Phoenix Lord as well. Longbow BB removed from play. You can join Ben Shaw, who was with the Wraith Knight. That's been removed from play as well. Okay, so shooting done. Not bad from the Eldar. We're going to charges next. Just the 1 charge. The Banshees made it in. So they've gone in against the Chaplain. We'll make a piling move and make their attacks next.
On the wound 6.
Yes, Tom's talking about Jane Czar here and how quickly he can get rid of her. But we'll go for this fight across here. So, Mirror Swords. We'll try and impress now with these. So, 10 attacks. We'll reroll this one for BR10.
You'll reroll all of them because you have left.
We so were, Tom. Or we were so. We so were. We was.
Yeah, you was in it.
That was at the start of the command phase, the Warlord trait there for the Autarch, so we'll reroll these as well. Okay, and then we're going to try and wound on 4s with a +1 on the charge. There is Crone Scream. We haven't used it. That's 2 charges. So that Exarch, right, if she charges it against another target, would be on D3 plus 2 mortal wounds against something. So scary enough with the Crone Scream. But anyway, we don't really need it. There's 5 made it through. So 4+ saves here. Okay, so 2 have failed. That's 4 damage. What can you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Can it do anything?
Scary enough, the benches. They are not too bad at all. Okay, Chaplain.
There's a lot. Yeah, the -4 is painful.
The blades are good. The mirror swords are good. That damage too. The previous.
The reroll to hit helps as well.
Yes.
I like how strong they've made them.
Yeah. No, they're a unit to be feared now. So Howling Banshees looking good. These are the older models. The plan is to paint up the newer plastic ones. For sure, but for now, it's the legacy models fighting on the board and doing well enough. And his hatred can go with him, Tom. His auras and abilities shall disappear. Okay, we have secured this objective. Consolidation move. I might tuck these in 3 inches, just hug the terrain a bit closer with those. Okay, so it's only turn 2, but the ground cover.
Death toll is insane for turn 2.
Death toll is catastrophic here in this game, especially for the Eldar. Okay. Brutal. We anticipated a brutal sort of incision type game where units just cutting each other down without mercy, and that's what we're seeing take place. That's it. Combat's resolved. We'll give you an idea on points. Eldar have done too bad. There's some recovery has taken place at this point. So it is late as far as the Eldar recovery is concerned. It's still early stage of the game. Tom's moving already. Look,
Sorry, I want to
he's going to go after the Dire Avengers here, but we're moving on to turn 3. Points picked up though. Eldar have retrieved Atmont data. This is 2 of those have come in. The Wrath of Cain, another point picked up for destroying an enemy unit with an aspect warrior unit. That was with the Banshees. Assassinate was pretty good. We took out Carib Khan and also the Chaplain on the bike. One of those was the Warlord. So 7 points picked up for that. And then for Primaris, 4 points picked up for Primaris for the objective that we held. And then 3 more points picked up because we destroyed an enemy unit that was on an objective and reclaimed a fresh objective as well, so 3 points picked up for that. So 18 points picked up in total for the Eldar. Tom picking up more points over moments, up to 22. He's got a turn in hand. He's caused more damage and is about to pick up 12 points of Primaris, the control of 1, 2, 3 objectives. A couple of banners to pick up as well. So the points coming in quicker than the Eldar can add them to their tally, plus the fact that Tom's ahead as far as damage is concerned. So it's still, the game is still in the Space Marines' favour. They're now trying to deliver another death blow to the Eldar as we go on to their turn 3 next, the middle stage of the game. Okay, movement has taken place. Tom's got an answer for all of the Eldar units here. Counter-attacking taking place. So, Assault Intercessors moving through to take on the Guardians. Strauss has pushed forwards, been blessed again by the Tech Marine. Then Blade Guard Veteran, they have moved off the platform. Chef pushing them along as well in the form of the Judicia. Going after Jane Zar. I think Tom's intent is to cause 3 damage in the shooting phase, then try and finish her off in close combat.
We'll just need to get 1 blade through in close combat.
Damage?
There'll be damage 3 because it's the Assault Doctrine.
Oh.
And all my weapons are +1 damage in Assault Doctrine.
Damage 3 power swords.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. And then just around the corner, just rounding the corner there, is the Intercessors going after the Dire Avengers. That's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So the main gun, the Astraeus shooting first. Main gun's going after the Banshees. Going to pick on them. She's hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
They'll be wounding on 2s.
Yeah, you've got your own buns, haven't you?
Yes, Aspect Warrior 5+ to give him some kind of chance.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, 5+. We say 3. We'll lose 5. So Stubber next to pick one off. 3's to wound.
1.
1 comes through, and it's blocked on a 5. So we've got some Patreons here, most of them Imperial players, so they can have the pleasure of firing las cannons into Jane Zar to try and pick up, they're not kill her, but it's to pick up these crucial 3 wounds from her. Who's this? Scott Costello?
Yes.
Las cannon shot.
Oh.
Hits
On a 6.
her. So we'll just roll up for wounding.
Wounds.
Wound comes through. Okay, Scott Costello.
Then Ray Cross.
Ray Cross,
Hits on a 2.
because he's been blessed.
Wounds on a no.
No. Yeah, just checking. She's -1 to hit in close combat, so.
Paul
it's-
Cook. Hits. And wounds.
Okay.
Chris Heim. Hits. And wounds.
Okay. It's -1 for the wall, look. But you're all good. It hasn't interrupted anything here.
yeah. And then we are the artist formerly known as Viege.
He's Thousand Sons.
Hits.
And misses because of the wall.
And then how many is that? That's 5. Last one. Martin, aka Vagabond. Oh, the driver.
Okay, that's the Phoenix Lord himself. Hits the target,
And wound.
gets the wound. Okay.
So I
So,
would like you to save Martin's first because he is the driver.
no problem.
Okay, that's very good.
Scott Costello. No. I'll roll these other 2. So that was. It wasn't the artist formerly known as Viege.
Martin.
I'll roll them. 4 pluses. Block 1. 1 went through. Okay, so 2. 2d6 damage. That'll do. So that's capped at 3. So she'll take her 3 wounds. She's half slain. Nothing I can do to stop that now. Okay, and it's down to Tom in close combat to get 1 successful power sword hit coming through, and Jane Zar will be no more. So that's it. Shooting done.
Yeah.
Yes, because other units advance. So charges to go ahead. Well, let Tom roll up his charges to take place. Most of these, if not all of them, will make it in.
So you might as well just do that first.
Yeah, we'll fight with Jane Zar first. This charge has gone ahead, no problem. Charge across the other side. Dire Avengers have been caught out. They've been charged, and then Jane Zar's been attacked. But she will get to fight first. So she shuts them down. But Tom's other charging units are free to fight. They'll not be affected. So Tom can do his attacks.
We'll do this one first, just for thematic.
Okay, so Jane to fight. 6 attacks, needing 2s.
I will transhuman
Sure.
because you'll be wounded on 3s mainly.
Yes. Strength 6. Yeah. 4s.
Made 1 difference.
Good fighting from her. Now be careful with these invuln saves, Tom. Otherwise they could be well done.
So 1 is dead and 2 wounds onto the next one.
Yeah.
So he is dead. And 2 wounds onto him.
Yep. Okay. Bit of pride there for Jane. She's slain one of those. But three Blade Guard veterans will now go after her. So we're calculating number of attacks of Blade Guard veterans. Space of 3. What's the extra one for? Space Marines on the charge, of course. Okay. Take that away though, because Jane Czar's -1 to the number of attacks. And -1 to hit her as well. So hitting on 4s. That's helped. Now be careful trying to wound. She's toughness 4.
Well, I'm strength 5, so 3.
Fine. Yeah, okay. So 4 have made it through. Now Strands of Fate.
Just for the giggles.
I come on, reroll.
All 5.
5 have made it through. Okay.
Can I also pass 1 with your strands? There's not really a more valuable save anywhere else on the battlefield.
Correct. Strands of Fate. This is the fresh roll here. So Strands of Fate, 1 save and 4 to make. So now we'll turn to Tyler Schwab, a Necron 4+ player. If ever we need a 4+, it's now. Thank you, Tyler Schwab. Good for you. Frank Shepherd will turn to the Tau. This is the last of the Patreons here. So 4+. Will the Tau help the Eldar? I think we all know the answer.
Or will she be shepherded off the board? She's shepherded off the board.
Thank you, Tom. Ah, yeah. And how many more? There was another 2 after that. We'll just roll to see. Yeah, she's gone. That's 6 damage. But it's 3 anyway, but it doesn't matter. That's enough to slay it. If I had the CP, you can actually resurrect Phoenix Lords on it. Tom, that's all right, Tom. Would I have brought? She wouldn't have got back up anyway if I had the CP.
I mean, they should just build it built in. No matter what Eldar unit, it can be resurrected on a 2+ after you've killed it, and then it gains D3 extra attack.
So again, borrowed from the Necron's ability to resurrect models. But Jane Czar is no more. Tom's done well. He's picked off 3 wounds in shooting and then 3 wounds in close combat, and Jane Czar has been brought down. Consolidation move can be made if the Blade Guard veterans so wish, and then we'll move on to the 2 flank attacks taking place with the Guardians and the Dire Avengers. Yeah, so Intercessors charging in, and Tom's in Assault Doctrine now.
That was absolutely abysmal.
3s to win.
Not that it makes any difference, but these are 2 damage. -1 because of Assault Doctrine.
Okay, 5 pluses. Terrible. Ouch. 6 loss. That's that squad. Broken. Just going to lap round. Swiftly moving on to the next close combat.
These are 2+ chainsword, 2+ chainsword, 2+ chainsword, 2+ chainsword, 2+ chainsword.
Space Marines on the charge.
And then Space Marine on the charge. I need 2 more Anti-Legion dice, so cool. I'll just have to reroll 2 of them because I don't have enough dice. 3s. And I'll just reroll those 2 for that. Perfect.
Looking for 3s.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 at -2.
Okay. It's Guardians, would you believe it? 4+ base for them. So 6s are good. That really helped. Okay, so 10. That's half of them destroyed, Tom. Nice. So.
But at what cost? What pact have I made with the Chaos Gods to get this swinging fortune on dice? That's the problem.
I just want to, as we said earlier on, if you're an Imperial player, then leave your own comments and feedback as to Tom's decision to turn to the Chaos dice here.
Forced into it.
But it has worked, Tom, I have to say. It has helped in this game, so we'll have to see what Tom decides to do in the future. But okay, so I'll fight back with the Guardians and what's left of the Dire Avengers here. Alright, so 10 Guardians across here. We'll reroll one of those. So all of them except 1. So it'll be our 10, and then we're trying to wound here on 5s. A wound comes through, Tom. A single wound.
Does it? Hail Hydra. Yes, it does.
Okay. And then Dire Avengers fighting back. 8 attacks. And then 3 attacks. they're all fighting together. I sacrificed my close combat weapons for an extra Dire Avenger catapult. So I'll reroll one of those. And then we'll try and wound on 5s. Not bad. 4 have made it through. No minus. Do we bring a Marine down? Yes, we do. Okay. So that's it. Combat's resolved across the board. So we will calculate points. Okay, so points been picked up. It's about 20 points picked up this turn. Oath of Moment, Engage on Fronts now being picked up once again thanks to these. Raise the Banners, there's 2 points picked up this turn. And then the 12 points for Primaries as well. So 42 points to the Space Marines at this stage. Eldar sitting on 18. We're going to leave it at this stage. Eldar are broken in this game. I've got a couple of units that have been knocked down, still locked in close combat.
All 3 as well.
What's that?
Failed the leadership test.
Yes, I busted leadership on all 3. So Eldar losing heart here in this game. Banshee Exarch on her own. The other Banshee that's with her has gone. Falbrow here and lost 3. Dire Avengers lost another 1 across there as well. So there's nothing we can do. We cannot stop that thing. It's going to gun down anything that moves on the board. And plus the units that we have, there's no way we're going to start claiming primary objectives and holding on to those. And Tom's points tally, he's too far ahead here for the Eldar to catch up. So we'll conclude the battle at this stage. We'll calculate points that would have come in for both sides to give you an idea of the final score. Yes, when you add the points tally together, it really starts to show here. So Eldar, we're anticipating getting 28 points for primaries that endure for a bit longer on the primary objectives. So 28 points in total for those. Assassinate, the other character that remains is hidden behind the Astreus, quite safe. He's done his job. That +1 ballistic skill, healing wounds, good work from him. So he'd stay alive, so we won't get any more points for Assassinate. The Wrath of Cain, we're going to struggle with that one. And then Retrieve Nakman Data, I reckon we'd sit with those 2 table quarters. That'll give us 4 points. So 41 points to the Eldar. They have picked up some points. But the army hasn't gelled yet. There's a way to go.
There's a lot of...
a long path to follow with the Eldar.
It was just a fun Eldar list to play, but it's not by any means anywhere
optimized,
strong as they can be. Optimized, yes. That's the right word.
Yeah. Tom, maxing out 45 for primaries. Oath of Moment strong enough. Reckon he would go on to virtually max out on that one. Engage on all fronts. The points will continue to come in for that one. And Raise the Banners actually would max out at that by the end of turn 5. You get points also picked up at the end of the game for banners being held and controlled as well. So 79 points to the Space Marines. It's a strong win for them. They've taken the fight to the Eldar. Eldar just trying to find their feet with the new Codex. Space Marines, no mucking about from them. They got stuck into the Eldar immediately. Not going to let the Eldar dance around here, but they have led this game right from the early stages. The Astreus made a statement. Eldar were unable to counter it. It's helped the Space Marines dominate the table. Plus aggressive play from bikers and infantry. Solid stuff from them as well. So good all-round performance from the Space Marines.
The play is actually quite similar to your lists that you normally play.
Your list?
In terms of speed.
Immediately.
Get up, immediately engage, and then get you on the back foot, which is what you normally do against me. So.
Right, yeah. So armies that have done that, Necrons do it, Drakari do it. It's armies that push out, Harlequins immediately grab the central ground. It creates all sorts of problems for the opponent. That's what the Space Marines have done. Solid units pushing forwards, claiming the middle ground. It immediately puts pressure on the Eldar, and then you're left with a conundrum. Do you try and take out the units in the middle ground, or do you try and take on things like the Astreus? So it's a good list here from the Space Marines, but we wonder how well it perform against the other factions. We'll have to see. Much has been learnt again by the Eldar. Some units shining, others not so good. There is a list that's been proposed. It's on YouTube channel membership, the army development video for the Eldar. You can leave your own comments and suggestions there if you are a member at Aspect Warrior or higher. But for now, the Eldar will write poems about what's happened today. It is a defeat. A poem with tears and a lament. They've lost against the Space Marines. They swear their revenge. Eldar will learn, and they will come back and fight again. But in this particular battle, Space Marines have victory. We'll just mention.
Or are they Space Marines? You'll never know.
Oh yes, Tom. It could be Alpha Legion in disguise. Oh dear. Okay. So silver level Patreons. That's Anonymous, Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, Peter Goodall, William Schwarz, and Williams. Big thanks to them for their support. Silver level. We'll talk about units of the game next for both sides. Right, so units of the game for both sides. You're going to give it to the Stress.
Might as well.
It's untouchable.
It doesn't come out very often, so.
Yeah. Okay. So that's been
Professionally driven by Martin.
Yeah, no, well done, well commanded, dominated the battlefield. It reigned supreme in this game. And then honourable mention to the bikers. I thought their swift assault was good combination with the chaplain. If they hadn't been countered early on by the Eldar, who knows what havoc they could have caused amongst the Eldar back lines. They could have caused real trouble. For the Eldar, it's not all disastrous from them. I'm going to give the unit of the game to the Howling Banshees. That unit is scary enough.
They are scary.
They are scary, yeah. Especially against non-invuln save power armour.
Yeah.
That's terrifying from them.
And there's a lot of that in Space Marines.
Yeah. So, Howling Banshees, decent enough unit. They performed well enough in this battle. That's units of the game for both sides. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel, over on YouTube channel membership as well. You can now join by clicking the join button, or you can follow the link below. It's all based on YouTube now, so you can stay on YouTube and join us on YouTube channel membership for extra content and Discord access as well. But that's the battle. Keep a lookout for more games on the channel coming soon. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.